Make America Great Again was the slogan used by Donald Trump. It got him the presidency. Today in this video, we're going to walk around the town of Scunthorpe and ask local residents what their thoughts are of the UK and what it will take for the UK to be great again. If this is the first time you're watching this YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. My name's Kev Blackburn from Uncensored Streets. Let's begin. Excuse me, sir. We're asking a couple of residents some questions about the UK and their thoughts. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Yeah, no worries. So what's your thoughts of the UK right now?
Well, it's difficult for interest rates and things like that. It's anybody with a big mortgage or whatever having problems. But as it happens, I'm fairly well off. I've managed to pay my mortgage off years ago, and I'm managing fairly well. I'm not too keen on the Labour Party at the moment, but I never was anyway, so. Yeah,
and you know, in the US, President Trump, he had the slogan, "Make America Great Again."
Yeah.
What do you think needs to happen for the UK to be great again?
Well, I'd like to see employment increase. You know, all these people who do not work, they should have to do what we had to do when I was a little kid. I'm 80 odd year old now. And we used to have to go out and bloody work.
Yes.
For nothing, never mind for wages.
Yes.
You know, and there's far too many people drawing out of the system and not doing anything to contribute to the system.
Yes.
You know, it's a difficult one to denominate, but all these foreign cars and that were coming into this country, why aren't we building them here?
Yeah.
You know, we used to do. And it's only because profiteering, they're doing it over in other countries where they get them made for half the price and then sell them at double the price here.
Yes, yes. And on that note, if you did have the opportunity to speak to the Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, what is one of the major topics that you'd actually have a conversation to him about?
Probably about the employment situation, really. And taxing. I mean, I'm paying tax and I'm 82 years old. And I pay bloody tax, and it just makes you mad at the end of the day.
Yeah, you've worked all your life in your career.
70 odd years. I did. I worked 70 odd years and saved me money, and now I'm paying for it.
And finally, I appreciate your time today. Finally, what's your thoughts on the immigration right now, where we've got a lot of what appears illegal immigration?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that and the impact it's having?
These boat people and that, why can't we return them the same day they come?
Same day.
You know, take them and put them on another boat, say you're off back where you come from.
Yes.
End of story.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got them several thousand in hotels and things for years now, which us taxpayers are paying for.
And you're enjoying your retirement,
yeah,
and you're paying taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you call it enjoying it.
No, I really, really appreciate your time. You know, I hope you and wish you well in your retirement.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. So we really appreciate the gentleman's time. He is in retirement, 80 years old, and he's paying taxes. And he's been paying his taxes his entire life. And the employment, quite rightly, as he pointed out, the employment is an issue. We want to get people back into work and contribute into society. So I really, really appreciate the couple of moments of his time, and these are really, really important topics to discuss. Hello guys, how are we doing? Good. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Do you want to be on we're much appreciated. We're basically asking some questions around what's your thoughts of the UK right now?
It's alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is it that you're doing?
Engineering.
Engineering,
Yeah.
what discipline?
Just engineering in general at the moment.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I was an electrical engineer myself, you see, so I always like to meet engineers.
Yeah.
So where are you guys from? Are you from Scunthorpe?
No, just Gainsborough.
Gainsborough? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the town here and Scunthorpe?
It's good. Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah? Good. And when you finished your education, your programme, do you think what careers and jobs are going to be available? Do you think you're going to be able to get straight into employment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yep.
Amazing.
Very good.
Well, good luck with everything, and
you.
yeah, take care of yourselves.
Yeah, you too.
See you.
Have a
Cheers.
nice day.
You too. Bye. Sorry, excuse me. We're asking some questions regarding the thoughts of the UK right now. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Well, I don't take much notice of anything.
No?
No.
No?
All I just sat was watching the Pope yesterday.
Oh,
which
wonderful.
I thought was brilliant.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, that was really nice. Oh, and the car manufacturing.
Yes, the
interest going. Not interested, is it?
interest rate came down, and the US and the UK
Okay,
trade deal.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was watching that. I thought that was good because there's so many people coming out of work.
Yes,
It's not really fair. It's like the steelworks here.
yes,
That's been saved,
yes.
and a lot of people still in jobs.
That's the most important thing,
Yeah.
for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
because I've lived here all my life.
In Scunthorpe,
Yeah,
Oh.
and it's just gone down,
gone down.
really down. Yeah, because I can remember walking around in the high street. It'd take me all day on a Saturday to go up one side and come down the other.
Yes,
And now it's all barbers, and
Yeah.
coffee shops.
yes. You know, I've got
At
this.
the top.
I've got this cap on. It's "Make America Great Again," which is obviously a slogan that was made popular by Donald Trump.
Trump, yes.
And the whole idea here is like, what do you think it's going to take to make the UK great again?
People being together more.
People being together.
Don't matter what religion you are, you should still be neighbours
Yes.
instead of fighting and whatever. And Britain's getting as bad because where I live, I don't know anybody in my street anymore, apart from my next door neighbour. So
It's lost that community feel.
Yeah, because I used to live in town and used to have parties and all sorts, but now I live out of town. It's very different. Yeah, I do miss the community.
Yes, and finally, if you had the opportunity to speak to Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, what would be the major topic that you'd want to ask him to focus on?
The winter fuel
Winter fuel.
for the pensioners. Yeah, because he's a lot of money to lose.
Yes.
Because I'm going to find it hard.
Yeah.
Because I'm on my own. So it's totally different if there's a partner there because your money fits together.
Yeah.
Where if you're on your own. And what else? Food.
Pricing in food.
It's so expensive now. And they tell you to get fresh food for kids to eat and everything, but it's so expensive.
Yeah.
See, and then parents, they have to have 2 jobs to survive.
Yes.
So how's a mother going to stay at home and cook and make decent meals when she has to go out to work?
No,
It's not going to help.
I really appreciate all your
Okay,
time
my love.
today,
Yes,
and
thank you very much.
enjoy the sun.
I will enjoy some.
See you later. Bye.
later.
Bye. Really appreciated the lovely lady's time. Quite rightly, she highlighted a number of things that she's experienced over her life. The downward trend of the high street, where the shops have disappeared. Once upon a time, you used to be able to walk up and down the high street and be in and out of shops, and now you can't be. And that is a shame. It's a shame for everybody. And then the final thing was the winter fuel allowance and herself being now concerned about the upcoming winter. It's lovely when it's warm and the sun's out, but there will come a time when it gets cold and it's freezing. So I really hope that the government come to a solution to help our pensioners. Hey, you all right? How you doing? Have you got a couple of minutes? No. We're asking questions today regarding your thoughts of the UK and the direction it's going.
Down.
And it's going down.
Downhill, big time.
In what way for yourself?
Well, the government. I mean, I'm an old age pensioner and I used to get winter fuel allowance. They stopped all that. So I don't agree with them at all.
And I'm wearing this cap today, the Make America Great cap again, which was made famous by Donald Trump. What do you think would it take for the UK to be great again?
I don't know really.
No.
I haven't got a clue. But whatever Trump does, Labour seems to do the same now, don't they? I think.
Yeah.
I think it's like copy.
Yeah.
And they all tell lies anyway, I think.
They all tell lies.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to speak to Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, what would you say to him?
I don't think I'll speak to him.
You wouldn't speak to him?
No, no way.
No?
Whatever people say, he'll twist round or something to his own benefits.
Okay.
I think. Okay?
Yeah, no worries. No, have a fantastic day. See you later. You take care.
Saw the MAGA hat.
Thank you so
I
much.
got one.
Have you got one? Have you got a couple of moments? Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
You?
Just a couple of moments. We're basically. I've got my MAGA hat on, and you know, Donald Trump has made Make America Great Again, and it's obviously very, very popular. We're asking the question today: what will it take to make the UK great again?
Come here.
Come on in. Yeah, this is great.
To put the UK residents first.
To put UK residents first.
Nothing more than that. Agreed?
Well, this for Starmer.
Yeah, if you had the opportunity to have a conversation with Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, what would you say to him to make?
Again, to put our residents first and foremost.
Our
Nothing.
taxpayers.
Yeah.
The people that are paying their taxes, they want it used properly.
Yes.
Oh, that's not paying for people coming on rubber boats or whatever, back of lorries or anything else, taking the mickey out of Great Britain.
Yes.
That's what they're doing.
There's a big problem. You see it time and time again. There's the photos, the videos of people coming over on boats. You know, what do you think the root cause to this is, and how do we stop illegal immigration?
Well, they started far too late, far too slow. And the first boat, I know I'm a bit of an extremist, if you like, but what they should have done after the first boat landed, which had about 8 personnel on board, that's about all, the Navy should have got out there on our border in the sea, and the next one that came across, there would only be a low number of personnel on the thing. They should have gone out there with live weapons, halted the boats mid-channel, hailed them and told them, return back to France, and here's a little warning, live ammunition either side of the boats, not shooting the personnel, and if you come any further then we will sink you. The amount of lives that will be lost will be a maximum of about 8. How many have we lost in the meantime while they're still been coming over? Way more than one small boat load.
Yes.
It would have stopped in an instant, because who would want to risk their lives if that's the way this country of ours is going to treat them?
Yes.
You know, it's just nonsense.
Yeah. This week we've been, you know, honouring and remembering VE Day,
Yeah.
80 years. Obviously, our veterans. You see stories of veterans being homeless and struggling.
Exactly.
And you know, these people have risked their lives. Many gave their lives for this country.
Yeah.
You know what? But on a final kind of note, you know, what would you do if you was in power as a prime minister? What policies would you really try to enforce?
What as regarding what this nation sacrificed, the lives that we have
Yeah, just so that we speak to a lot of people, and everybody's struggling. Cost of living, education, immigration. The standards of the cleanliness around towns. What does need to happen, because Labour's not doing a good job right now.
Well, of course no, they're not bright enough to do a good job. I mean, we just got that new Labour mayor in Lincoln, not Labour mayor.
Reform.
Mayor, and she has the right idea. If they're coming here, because we're not stopping them on the border, I mean, we should tell the French to actually do one, is put them in tents. Put them in the middle of Dartmoor or somewhere like that where there's nothing. Don't give them phones. Don't give them any pocket money. Treat them as they should be treated. We are looking after them as though the royalty. Well, yeah. We're looking after them as though we should be looking after them. We have no legal right to look after them because they have no legal right to come into our country.
Thank you so much for a couple of moments of your time. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the MAGA handshake. I really appreciate that. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the sun. And
have you seen this? It's going to get blocked.
Are you not aware about that?
I heard that they're now trying to block the sun, right?
Yeah, but they're going to do it. They've been doing it for the past 3 years. That's what all this lot is.
April 2021, I started logging, monitoring, witnessing the chemtrails. It's strontium, barium, aluminium coming down on our waterways, on our land. It's changing the weather.
Right.
I have monitored it for 5 years. And somebody, the MPs refuse to say it, they are denying it. Civil Aviation Authority are denying it. Environmental Department are denying it.
Yeah.
Everybody is denying it's happening, and it's falling on your family.
So I mean, you've got all this old timers coming. They're dropping the aluminium. Obviously, it's only microscopic, and we're breathing it in, and they wonder why Alzheimer's is going up, because that's the main problem with the Alzheimer patient. He's got aluminium in the brain.
Yeah, which is kind of contradicting to then when you think of the net zero and going green. If they're trying to block the sun out, then
One doesn't mean it cancels the other.
cancels the other.
If you stop for a minute, I'll show you.
No problem.
See, come on.
Yeah,
Where's the tree?
I can see that. Yep.
That is caused by one trail from a plane.
Oh wow.
How many glasses?
Do you are you documenting this anywhere,
Yes,
like online,
absolutely.
for people to see and follow?
Let me jot something down for you to research when you go home. Can you see?
Yes.
One trail spreads. Can you see them?
Yes, I can see
They
that.
spread, they cover the sun, they've been doing it for years and years and years.
Wow.
The sun used to be yellow, if you remember.
Now it's
It's
white.
not now, is it? Because you've got to film it from.
In Aberystwyth, near Aberystwyth, can you see the lines?
Yes, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Aberystwyth is called HARP. It's interrupting the ionosphere. I'm trying to find my pen. I'm going to jot some things down for you.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a military weapon.
So-
They did it in Vietnam. That's where all the rain. They
Okay.
made the rain. I mean, now we're on a drought, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I mean, when it's a blue sky and it's a day like this, everybody feels happy and like
yes.
because we know it's going to be grey again next week.
Well, true.
And do you think then this is on purpose? Are they just having a day off to give us a little bit of sun?
Maybe.
Yeah?
It might be that they feel good thing. It could well be. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it is. Whether it delays the spreading, because I mean, what the Northern Lights? I mean, we could see the Northern Lights down here. Now, people used to take trips to go up north
Yes.
to see the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
So what's altered? Mankind mucking about
Yeah.
has altered. When you stop, put your barrow down, and think about what you've seen, and you've not really thought much about what you've seen, but stop and think what you've seen, think, well, that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're seeing strange things like, how come you see the sun and the moon in the same, you know, the moon's there, there's another one going over now, the moon's there, and the sun's there. I thought that it's supposed to go round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. It does make you stop and want to just think about what you're experiencing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's it. But like I said, there's another one going over there, fresh, polluted. Yeah. And they just say it's normal condensation trails. They all come out with the same thing. It's the hot gases out of the engine hitting the cold
Yeah.
atmosphere. No.
No. Interesting.
3 things to look at it on Facebook.
Yep.
Thousands and thousands of us
Yep.
have been monitoring and witnessing. Everything's on there, all our photographs and evidences and what have you. That's a good one.
Yep.
But in Vietnam, Operation Popeye altered the weather.
It's really interesting. Really interesting. Thank you so much. I really thank you for your time that you spent with me today. I will be sharing what you've shared with me here down below.
Where are you from?
We're actually a part of Systemized Group, which is around the corner in town. And the reason why we wanted to get out on the streets, so we've got a YouTube channel called Uncensored Streets, because when we came to town centre, so we've got a warehouse on the outskirts of town, so we never really was experiencing what town centre really is for what it truly is. And coming to work on a daily basis, we started to see the graffiti, the waste, the rundown, and coming into town for our lunch. And we wanted just to get out on the streets and talk to normal, everyday people, what their thoughts are. We've got a YouTube channel. I don't have it's just Uncensored, Kev Blackburn, Uncensored Streets.
What was that guy that came round and did Scunthorpe? Peter?
Oh, I don't know his name.
Uncensored Streets. Yeah, search me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. We don't have a website at this moment in time, but we will do into the future. And we talk a greater and a more optimistic, positive future for the UK. So we are reform supporters because truly I genuinely believe that reform's the actual only viable party, as it stands, that has the ability to separate these parties of Labour and Conservatives, and that's why I've got the hat on today. Yes, it's Make America Great Again, but
mine on.
but you know, I've got my family here. You know, we've got our children here. We've got business here, and we want the best for the British people. You know, so that's
You're involved.
of course.
You're involved. These people on these boats, they're just coming across for freebies. Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. They wouldn't go to another country.
Do you know that Andrea had Jenkins? Sorry.
Yes.
She had a big protest in Lincoln. 30,000 acres of farmland is going to be covered in solar. 30,000
Really?
of your food.
Our food.
Our food growing.
That's devastating.
30,000 acres. And she had a big protest in Lincoln, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Recently.
That's devastating, because we want to protect our farmers, right?
Of course.
You know, we want to.
all
We're
this-
supposed to be going green as well, and you know, these wind farms and the solar panels, like, yeah, we're going to have to maintain them? Where are they going to end up in landfill? You know, what's
Well, half of the stuff can't go in the landfill, you know, because it's all fiberglass and stuff like that. It's just useless. What they're going to do with it? Nothing. I mean, the wind turbines, it sounds wonderful. Oh, free electricity when it first came in, this wind turbine like, oh, we're going to get free electricity because the wind's generating. You know, forget buying the turbine in the first place, forget that. But now, the national grid has to pay when there isn't enough space on the national grid system to take on the amount of generation that is available, because it's uncontrollable, basically, the wind turbine generation. So when the National Grid say, no, we've got enough electricity on our system, then the wind turbine people hold the hand out and they get a payment for not selling anything to the grid. Can you make that up?
It doesn't make no sense.
The wind turbine owners, which are on Europe, you know, I don't know if it's Swedish or something like that. Anyway, over there on the continent, they are reaping whether the generation is taken or the generation is not taken. It's a win-win for them people, but the grid does not get any compensation from the wind turbine owners if they can't provide, and then the grid has to go for a dearer electrical supply coming from France, coming from wherever.
And who's paying the price? We are all paying the price.
They are dictating, the foreigner is dictating how much it's going to cost the UK. So our electricity will never, ever, ever go down with green, because who owns all the gear?
Yes. I really, really appreciate your time today. I hope you have a fantastic rest of Friday and have a great weekend.
Andrew Jenkins.
Will do. We'd like to invite her for sure. Thank you so much. See you later. Goodbye. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the local residents of town for their opinions. Here at Uncensored Streets, please hit the subscribe button. Did you know that less than 5% of people that watch this channel are subscribed? Would love to have you part of the conversation. Comment down below, share your opinions, your thoughts down below on the current direction of the UK. We look forward to seeing you next time. My name's been Kev from Uncensored Streets. Take care.